Hey guys, Apex Sound Tutorials here. I'm just going to show you how to create a sort of drum and bass, dubstep kind of kick. These kicks are kind of different to sort of house kicks, because house kicks or electro kicks or whatever in that kind of genre, a lot of it's sort of driven by those kind of tracks are driven by the kick drum itself, whereas sort of dubstep and drum and bass tracks are driven by the bass. So you need a quick kick drum to hit. So hang on, I'm gonna show you how I go about making my kick drums. Basically, what I'm doing now is just selecting the right kick drum from Avengeance Electroshock 2, I think, Volume 2. That's got a nice thing. This, by the way, this is just how I do it. I don't know how the professionals or anyone else does it. This is just a way that I found for me. It might not be the best way, if you know a better way. If I'm doing anything wrong here, I'm still learning as well. So if I'm doing something wrong, or you know a better way of doing this, then please tell me, because yeah, I'm not. This is just the way I've always done it, and the way that's best for me. But anyway, so the first thing I'll do is try and take most of the tail off the kick, so the sub of the kick. So listen to it now. It's quite a long kick, so what I'll do is I'll change it to peak, the compressor to peak, set it about 70 or 80, bring the knee back to 1 or 0 or whatever, 0, and then let's have a listen. Yeah, okay, so leave that like that, and just, yeah, so you want virtually no bass. Then I'll open up a channel EQ, and I will boost at around, anywhere, if you're doing dubstep, I'd say, because it's slower, boost at about 80 Hz, and that'll sound, let me just set this. So can you tell the difference? This is with nothing on. This was the original kick. Listen to how long the bass the sort of tail of the kick is. And then with all my stuff on it. Yeah, and then I'll that's just very basic, and a good tip to know is just try scooping frequencies out at 500 Hz for kicks. Because I don't know what it is. I don't know why it sounds better, but it just, well, to me it sounds a hell of a lot better. Yeah, and then I will bounce it, delete that, and I have my kick. And also, if this isn't, if you're not happy with this, you can sort of keep going. You can like cut, I don't know, for maybe drum and bass, you might want to be cutting out some of the sub frequencies, and maybe boost at 100 Hz instead of 80. Cut a bit more of that. The kicks should always peak at 100 Hz or around 100 Hz. I tend to do 90 because of just 100 is doesn't give you enough of a thump really. But yeah, just give it a go. Whatever seems best. Just trust your ears with it. You can always add a transient shaper. You can get there's another one as well. Hang on, it looks like this. You might have transient shaper, which looks like that, but I personally, like, they both do the same thing pretty much. But yeah, I use this one. So basically, yeah. So I don't need a transient shaper on this because it's fairly punchy. Hang on. I think it needs a little bit, slightly more punch. So I'll do the same thing again. Put it on about 70 because that's where my punch is. Knee at 0. Okay, let's have a go. And then I'll keep bouncing it out, and maybe if you can just do this loads of times. Oh, be careful you don't overdo it. But yeah, it's also good to have I've got a KRK 10S sub, and it's really useful to be able to hear the local frequencies. Also, I've got headphones, but I'll never ever mix. I don't usually mix drums, but on headphones. But I'll never ever mix a kick on headphones, just because I can't. I don't know. I've never. Maybe you can, but I find it pretty difficult to do it. But yeah, you might even want it less bassy than that, like less of a tail than that, and you can just keep doing that sort of technique. Hang on, wrong one. Compressor, peak, keep going, yeah, and then just boost it, whatever you want, like shit, boost it like. So yeah, thanks guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you found this useful, and I'll see you in the next video.